Laura Ray, and I'm here with makeup products I'm enjoying. I have some fun makeup to share with you that I am just really having a great time with. Products that I think you would like too. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's start off first with what I'm wearing on my lips. I used to use the NYX Butter Gloss. For years I did, and then I just stopped using them as I started trying other lip glosses. Well, the love is back, and I have three beautiful nudes that I'm loving. The first one is the lightest shade, and it's Sugar High. This is so pretty. It's just got this beautiful sort of peachy pinky nude to it. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous for this time of year as we're moving from winter into spring. Now, I know so many of you do love nudes. So I tried two other nudes that I'm enjoying. This one here that's warmer is called Spiked Toffee. And I do tend to lean towards purchasing warmer shades. So I also bought a cool brown or nude that I thought you might like, and it's Butterscotch. This has much more coolness to it than the Spiked Toffee, but I love the way these feel on my lips. I think they just add so much color. If you're not into nude, there are so many beautiful pinks and other shades that are available. So that's one thing I love about this line, is there's something for everyone. Let's talk about some eyeshadow I'm loving. I purchased from Tarte My True Beauty. This is the collaboration that I mentioned in another video that they did with Shirley from Shirley's Box of Chocolates. She's here on YouTube. I know so many of you already know her. She's just a gem. Well, this palette out of the Tarte palettes that I have is my favorite. I have the number 2, the number 3. What I've been doing is going in with the shade Faithful all over the lid. That's something I want to mention, is the names on the shades of the eyeshadow. I so appreciate that Shirley and Tarte have come up with such beautiful names like Loving and Faithful. I really do appreciate that. Now, a lot of days I'll just take this shade, which is Loving or Joyful, and use it as eyeliner. I have been really keeping it simple, yet I feel like my eye looks have looked so nice. Now today I started off with that, just lining my eyes with that, but then I went in with Good right here all over the mobile lid here. It's such a beautiful shade. It reminds me like of a bronzer shade. Now, I've also mentioned that this shadow doesn't have any talc in it. I love the way it lasts. These shadows last all day and then some. So you're getting long-lasting quality eyeshadow that blends beautifully. I'm just so happy with this palette. It has brought back a lot of excitement for me about eyeshadow. I've been enjoying this so much more than just about any palette I've ever had. There's so many fun looks that I've created with it. Now today I'm using brushes that I never hear anyone talk about that I think are amazing, and they're from the Sephora brand. This one here is number 10, and it's a smudger. And this is just such a great brush for doing eyeliner with powder, or you could use it for gel or with cream shadow. This number 13 is the multitasker eyeshadow brush, but you could even use this for concealer. It is cut like at an angle, so it would be good here. I've been using it for eyeshadow, and it just blends in this area to take the edges off so well, but I use it all over the eye. It's so quick. These clean easy too. I can just run them over my ivory soap and they're clean in a second. So I have really been loving these two brushes. I'm very excited about them, and I haven't heard anyone mention them. Something probably most of you have tried that I've been excited about using again is the mascara from L'Oreal, the Telescopic mascara. I love this wand. It just is so long and it's easy to reach my lashes. I had seen a comment one of you made a few months ago about how much you love this mascara, and I repurchased it. When I did my daughter's makeup recently, she's very sensitive about people working on her eyes. She's had a couple of eye surgeries, so she gets a little apprehensive. She doesn't even like to put on much makeup on her eyes. So I bought her this because I thought I won't have to have the wand very close to her eyes. I can sort of stay back like this and just do her mascara like that. It worked out fantastic, and she loved the mascara. I need to tell about one big flop, and that's the brand new concealer from Tarte. This is their new Super Tape Blur. I saw it sitting at the front of Ulta, grabbed it right away, and put it on almost immediately when I got home, and instantly it was in every crease in my under eyes. It was in places I didn't even know I had creases. And I tried it again. Today, I put it on to show you, and there's just like hunks of skin here that it was catching on I didn't even know I had. I ended up putting on extra Dalba to try to blend it out. This is their multi-stick, multi-balm. It's called a double serum, all in one. And I had already had that in my under eyes before I started filming. But what I did was put some more on and just dabbed it on top of the concealer so I could film without it looking bad during the whole video. But this product is pretty thick and seems to just catch in every line I have. I don't know, maybe this would be good for a very young person that has no kinds of lines or any kind of texture or dry skin in the under eyes. It's not going to even be great for every young person because I know young people that have very dry under eyes. This would make them look even drier and might make them look like they have lines where they don't. So unfortunately, this was a huge fail for me. I love bronzer. I love blush. So when I saw this from Tinted put together, it's a bronzer blush, I thought, that is my jam. I hadn't tried it till this video. I'm in love. I think this is so beautiful on the skin. The powder feels so microfine, very lightweight. Now, of course, you could use it in these 3 different parts if you wanted to. This is a deeper bronzer on the bottom because I have it tilted upside down. The middle has a peach shade, and then the bottom looks more like a traditional bronzer you would see. But this mixed together is just so beautiful. I like having it all in one product. I don't even feel the need to reach out and get another bronzer with this. I didn't put it on the forehead, but let's do that. And I'm just going to pick up a little of the bronzer part and we'll just add that to the top. Boy, that adds some beautiful color. This is the same brush that I used when I applied the blush, more blush. Now I'm grabbing more of the bronzer, but I think this is beautiful. Say I want this deeper shade here for under the cheek here. I could go and pick that up. See, that just made it a little more contouring there. So I like that you have that option instead of it all being blended into one product. This might be my new favorite blush and bronzer. I've been so happy with this foundation from Joa. It's their Crystal Glow Peptide Infused Foundation. It's got skincare in it, so it spreads beautifully on the skin. I just love the way it looks. This has been sort of my everyday foundation. I just reach for it because it's easy. My skin looks nice. I just reach for this because it gets rid of redness, discoloration in the skin, and makes my skin look really healthy, yet I don't look overdone. You know, I have more blush on now for the video, but a lot of days I will just put a little tiny bit of blush and have this on, and it just gives such a polished look. When I did my liner today, I didn't use a thin liner. I used this one from Prime Prometics. They actually sent me these. I've mentioned them, I think, one other time. But Prime Prometics, this is their Prime Eyes Brightener. And I just love these crayons. They are so smooth. They glide across the skin. Look at that, how easy that is to just color in. It's unbelievable. I just take this crayon, go along the lash line, and take a smudger brush, this one, and smudge it out. And you get such a nice look. It gives light life to the eyes. It doesn't have to be all or nothing with eyeshadow. You can do something so basic and just give more shape to the eyes. It doesn't have to be a complicated eye look. Somebody recently wrote me and said, I want to look where it's very few products. And that's what I would suggest if you're wanting to get out the door or you don't want to spend a lot of time on your eye makeup, then a pencil like this can just be a total game changer. 2 lip products that I purchased that I'm loving. First, Buxom. I used to have 3 of these and I just used them and they were expired. So I didn't repurchase right away and I found myself missing them because these make your lips look so smooth and beautiful. They're plumping, but they're a balm. So for those of you that don't like gloss, like lip gloss products, but you want a smoother look, I think these are great and much more affordable when you look at what plumping glosses cost. I love these balms, especially for this time of year. I like to wear lighter things on my lips, lighter weight, not as heavy as I do in the winter time. And I just think these balms are fantastic. Recently, I picked up this lip oil from Summer Fridays. I love it. The feel of these are beautiful. Now, I still love my Milani and I still love my e.l.f. So don't feel like you have to spend a lot of money to get a great lip oil. But just evaluating this on itself, not comparing it with other affordable lip oils, I think it's a beautiful product. It is very hydrating on the lips. You see the color payoff. I think for a lip oil that the color payoff is really very nice. This is probably a little dark for me. I know some of you won't like it on me. Anytime I wear a lipstick that's a little darker, I usually get some negative comments, but I still think those of you that have a deeper skin tone, or maybe you just love these shades, would really like this one. This is the shade Rosewood Nights, and I think on so many of you, this would just look absolutely stunning, and I do love the formula. Everything is linked down below. If you just hit the more button, all of the links are there. Thank you for shopping those links, for supporting my channel. I couldn't have a channel without all of you. I hope the kindness that you've shown me will come back to you tenfold. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you soon.